Hey everybody, one more quick update. Project D2 S8, that's not it. It's not in the garage anymore. It actually left the garage under its own power and is now sitting in my driveway under a car cover. And why would it be there? Well, got the crank pulley situation. If you watched the last video, you'll recall we had this crazy loud screeching noise. And essentially, I'm going to show you on my C4 S4, even though it's not the right car. But like I said, the D2 is out in the driveway. It's under a car cover, and it's got 3 or 4 inches of snow on it at this point. So this will have to do. Okay, but just imagine this is the D2. That car was hit in the headlight here, and it pushed this assembly back here, and it got hit from a Jeep going this direction. So it took this assembly and it just shoved it this way. It bent the crash tube on this side. But over on this side, the front engine mount was basically just stretched. It didn't break it, but it was clearly stretched over. So it had gotten tweaked a little bit. The tube over here on this side was not bent. But of course, you know, it got a shunt when it got hit. And it didn't hit any of the front of the engine here. It had only affected the top pulley on this side for the timing belt. So that was really the only thing I really had to change. But what it did do, what we discovered in hindsight here after we got it all back together and running, that front engine mount is actually part of an assembly, and it effectively kind of ties over into the side of the engine, and where that pulley on the bottom corner, where that pulley was, it was rubbing on that assembly, that bracket. And what we can figure is it got tweaked a little bit in the crash, and that's why it was ever so slightly touching the backside of that lower crank pulley. So my friend Chris came over, we took it apart, we did a little readjustment, and all is well. It starts and runs quietly, and we backed it out of the garage, got it under a cover, and it's waiting to basically either get an inspection or possibly at this point, because the inspections are so backlogged, it will probably end up that we get the body and paint work done, and then it will get inspected. So first time in 2 years, under its own power, somewhat complete. Let's see if this works. At any rate, we are making progress, so that is good. I do still have the front bumper assembly in my basement that I need to finish kind of restoring, and just been sanding and working on the lower part of it to refinish all of that. And I had to do some plastic welding on that lower front bumper just in a couple spots. But that won't be too hard to finish in the next month or two. I've got plenty of time at this point, since I can't get the car inspected for at least 2 months. But hopefully in the spring, the S8 will be all fresh and new and ready to go back on the road. This car, in the meantime, gets to sit in the garage, which is good. And yeah, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.